Jack thought this was the real pilgrimage experience. Too much comfort would lose the pilgrimage's meaning. Think of ascetic monks who kneel every 10 steps in devotion. Only this way could they receive divine protection. However, Sarah held the opposite opinion. She believed pilgrimage was mainly about having a devout heart. The hardships endured weren't necessarily part of the journey. If pilgrims 500 years ago had today's conditions, they wouldn't have suffered unnecessarily. Yost agreed that some suffering was unnecessary. Otherwise, what about cyclists on pilgrimage? The three chatted happily while Tom lay on the ground silently.
What do you think, Boomer?
Finally, an American without an opinion. Take a picture.
When the sun rose the next day, Tom woke from sleep, his best night's rest yet. But the other three were nowhere to be found. Tom hurriedly packed, wanting to leave. He'd always wanted to travel alone, using this time to remember his son. The other three only created noise for him. Sarah quietly appeared behind him, explaining that the other two had gone to ask local farmers for food.
True pilgrims?
Yeah.
Sarah saw through Tom's intentions and bluntly called him out. Tom didn't deny it, continuing to pack, but he accidentally dropped a box. Sarah immediately bent to pick it up, and Tom instinctively tried to stop her. After their struggle, both realized they'd been inappropriate. Tom carefully picked up the box while Sarah apologized repeatedly. Just then, the other two returned, cheering happily about getting food, completely missing the tension between Tom and Sarah. Tom still couldn't escape the other three. They resumed their journey, and Sarah found a chance to apologize to Tom. But when she mentioned his son, Tom got angry, knowing Big Mouth Yost must have told her. His son's death was deeply painful for Tom. He didn't want anyone's pity. He just wanted to walk this dark journey alone. But people kept appearing around him, and Yost had figured out about his son's death. Seeing Tom's anger, Sarah shared her own past. She was the one with an unhappy marriage. Only after getting pregnant did she discover her husband's true nature. Nobody knew what despicable side of her husband Sarah had witnessed, but she was determined to leave. That decision ended their marriage. Sometimes in dreams, Sarah still heard her child's voice. Everyone had unknown pasts. Tom wasn't the only one hurting. He realized he should sometimes consider others' feelings too, but as a father, his son's death remained unbearable. Later, the four stopped at a restaurant. Tom just wanted to eat quietly, but Jack was unusually excited, loudly discussing his writing background. Noticing Tom's mood, Sarah and Yost naturally quieted down. Only Jack kept talking nonstop. Finally, Tom couldn't hold back and exploded.